I'm a bit of a front runner.
Sorry, nah. Oh. Wow, wow.
Open spaces offering new points of view. Going back to those open spaces.
Hey guys, it's Hannah Schofield here and you're watching Open Space. With the world closer together than ever before, Open Space is here to give everyone the chance to exchange and share creative ideas, whatever they may be. Open Space is about us all coming together as a creative community of global citizens. So, to share your work, simply send it to the inbox of the Open Space Facebook page. The link is in the video description box below. Over the weeks, there will be a number of special guests. They're all global citizens and they will be dropping in to tell us about themselves and what they're doing to bring new thinking to the world. There will be really exciting competitions with some fantastic prizes to be won, so don't miss out. We'll also be sharing with you a very different and younger look at horse racing. It's something we started with our Happy Wednesday nights in Hong Kong and will be continued in the wide open spaces online. As a salute to global citizens everywhere, here is a very special song about caring, sharing and community.
How do we get from there to here? Did Susie Wong shift another gear? From barren rocks and stalks and bones, junkyard kings and land cry fall. Everything that can do was done, and in the crossfire some came undone. Colonial chiefs ran the whole show, running dogs were told where to go. We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are. We're here for every type of music, we come from near or far. It's not about the fame game, it's not about what's trending. It's about the magic and communities, love, caring and giving. Upbeat cha-chas and neon lights, and what went wrong could turn out right. Ravens salvoed over every street corner, peddling their ways like little Jack Horner. Typhoon sampans in Temple Street, Montauk at night at Hollywood East. Thrown in the deep end, it was sink or swim, nothing was what it seemed. We are all global citizens, we're traveling down that road. We're letting all the music guide us to lighten the money load. It's all about us coming together, it's about care and community. It's about raising voices in our songs, singing about love and harmony.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up. I stand here as a humble servant. What no? Then who among us would be content to have the color of his skin changed and stand in his place?
Along the way, many lessons learned, especially how jealousy must be earned. You play your cards close to your chest, you've seen the worst, you've had the best. The rest is just one long goodbye, like Icarus, careful how high you fly. The egrets return home to nest, the signs are good to see what's ahead. We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are. We're here for every type of music, we come from near or far. It's not about the fame game, it's not about what's trending. It's about the magic and communities, love, care and giving. We are all global citizens, we're traveling down that road. We're letting all the music guide us to lighten the money load. It's all about us coming together, it's about care and community. It's about raising voices in our songs, singing about
So welcome everyone to Open Space, a meeting place for all things creative. This is a platform for our creative community to share their work, so please do send in your art to us. Our Happy Wednesday resident musician Geordie from the band Carnival has a few words to share about what open space is and what being a global citizen means to him.
We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are.
Hi everybody, Geordie here from Carnival Band. I wanted to send all of you a big hug. I miss you all. And I wanted to most importantly talk to you about Global Citizens, which is an amazing initiative started by my really good friend Hans. We really need this. We have been going through crazy times, and this is a really feel-good platform in which we're planning to bring everybody together. Hong Kong is an amazing place. I have been here for 15, 16 years. And what made me stay here was exactly that. This place is a melting pot from people from all over the world. Right now we have the internet, so we get to do it even on a bigger scale, right? So this is what Global Citizens is going to be doing. We need to bring art, we need to bring together feel-good vibes. We need a lot of goodness. Every time you open your phone, you read the news or whatever, it's all bad energy. We need some of the good ones. And definitely this is what Hans is doing with Global Citizens. And I'm one of those. Hope to see you guys soon.
We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are.
I'm a bit of a front runner. My favourite food is Italian, simple but great. My favourite type of music is whatever is in fashion at the time. I'm a bit of a front runner. My favourite celebrity is Tiger Woods. I'd love to meet him one day, and it would be even better if I could beat him. My favourite fashion brand is Ralph Lauren, designed and made by the man himself. I'm a bit of a front runner.
Now we have some fantastic prizes for our competitions that I promise you won't want to miss out on. So I want you creative geniuses out there to name Hong Kong horse trainer Casper Fownes' victory dance, and you could be in with a chance of winning a 2,000 Hong Kong dollar Lane Crawford voucher. So the most creative answer will win. There are more prizes to be won each week, so don't forget to write to us on our Facebook and Instagram pages to tell us what you would name the Casper Fownes victory dance. Or you can email your answer to us at hello@open-space.online. And now for an open-ended conversation with music producer and record executive Terry Lung. Kat Coetzee caught up with him to find out what being a global citizen means to him.
Last little bit on Hans then, he's written a song called Global Citizen, which I've told you about. When you hear that term though, global citizen, I mean, you're someone, you've been all over the world and you've done so much and met so many people. What does that term global citizen mean to you when you hear it?
I think it's quite simple. I think we're all global citizens now. It comes back to that thing about the internet I was saying earlier, is like the fact that we're online, we're connected. Like right now, I'm in Taipei, you're in South Africa.
Yeah.
And we're connecting, like, you know, we're in the same room, right? So I think that is the first thing I would think about the global citizen, is like there are no borders with the internet, right? But then on a more philosophical level, I feel like I feel like global citizen means we live on planet Earth, and we have this concept of countries, right? Within a country, we have the concept of cities, townships, so neighborhoods. But imagine if one day we realized there was alien life form and other civilizations. Would that automatically make our planet literally the equivalent of a country? Right? So
Wow, okay.
global citizen to me means that if there is indeed something bigger than what we know of our own existence, then we are actually just one people.
Yep.
Right?
Wow.
We may be of different race, creed, cultures, but that's just kind of like me liking hip hop and R&B, and my neighbor, being like a classical cellist, right? We have different hobbies and interests, but we're all human beings that live in the same building.
Yeah.
So, but when I think of global citizen, I think there's a philosophical way of looking at it, which is, if you think of life bigger than just planet Earth itself, then we're essentially just people from one place.
Yep.
Which is this Earth that we live in. And if you think of it from a technical point of view, then it's like, hey, we're on the internet, we're all connected, so technically we're all part of one community.
Yep. That's like the best
I think
answer I've heard. Wow.
People tend to draw lines and create communities within communities, but actually we're just one entire community. 10 communities make one community.
It's the same with the music scene, People love to separate all little things, but really we're all just playing music.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, okay, there's West Coast hip hop, there's East Coast hip hop, but like it's all hip hop, isn't it? Right?
At the end of the day.
Yeah. There's grunge, there's shoegaze, there's alternative.
Yeah.
But I think at the end it's all kind of rock music subgenres.
It's ridiculous.
Get from there to here, did Susie Wong shift another gear? From barren rocks and stalks and bones, junkyard kings and Lane Crawford. Everything that can do was done, and in the crossfire some came undone. Colonial chiefs ran the whole show, running dogs were told where to go. We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are. We're here for every type of music, we come from near or far. It's not about the fame game, it's not about what's trending. It's about the magic in communities, love, caring and giving. Upbeat cha-chas and neon lights, and what went wrong could turn out right. Ravens salvoed over every street corner, peddling their ways like little Jack Horner. Typhoon sampans in Temple Street, Montauk at night at Hollywood East. Thrown in the deep end, it was sink or swim, nothing was what it seemed. We are all global citizens, we're traveling down that road. We're letting all the music guide us to lighten the mother load. It's all about us coming together, it's about care and community. It's about raising voices in our songs, singing about love and harmony. Along the way, many lessons learned, especially how jealousy must be earned. You play your cards close to your chest, you've seen the worst, you've had the best. The rest is just one long goodbye. Like Icarus, careful how high you fly. The egrets return home to nest. The signs are good to see what's ahead. We are all global citizens. Doesn't matter who we are. We're here for every type of music. We come from near or far. It's not about the fame game. It's not about what's trending. It's about the magic and communities. Love can all global citizens. We're traveling down that road. We're letting all the music guide us to lighten the money load. It's all about us coming together. It's about care and community. It's about raising voices in our songs, singing about love and harmony.
Open Space is a platform for artists to send in their work and share it to help build an online creative community. One of the artists we found was Japanese bass player Shizuka. Kat had a chat with her to discover a very interesting difference between the Hong Kong and Japanese music scenes.
What are your favorite places to play in Japan?
Oh, in Japan, it's called Eggman. It's a how do I say? It's a venue. It's not big. It's like 300 people gathering venue, but it's really nice, and I used to play there a lot.
Eggman.
Eggman, yes.
So you're saying you're busy getting your band together. What is this new band going to be like? What style of music? Is it original songs, covers? Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I was in cover band in America, and I feel like I wanted to start my own new band, original band. So I decided to go back to Japan, so I want the original band in here.
Original, okay.
Yeah,
and
original.
Have you been writing songs during lockdown?
Yeah, some, but main composer is a guitar player.
Okay, so you and the guitar player know each other already. Okay. Is it also going to be an all-girl band?
No, mixed.
And tell me, what is the music scene like in Japan? Every country's scene is slightly different. What is it like in Japan? Is it lots of people? Is it easy to get a gig? Is it hard? What's it like?
Oh, so in Japan, there is no cover band because there is no place to play for them.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if we want to play in the venue, we have to be popular and people pay the ticket to see us, like that. But there is no restaurant allowed to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so when I went to Texas, I feel like the band, how do I say, the band, they play original songs and kind of popular. I think the ticket is always $15 or something, 100 people venues. But in Japan, it's always $25 or something.
Oh, okay. So more
Yeah, it's
expensive.
more expensive, but Japanese people pay for that.
Oh, so the
And
shows are
still-
full.
Yes, yes. And still Japanese people buy CDs.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so people go out and go to gigs in Japan. They like the music scene there.
Yes.
That's awesome. You know, in Hong Kong, it's so interesting that you say there's no place for cover, because in Hong Kong, it's just cover, basically.
Just cover.
Yeah, it's very rare for a band to go and do a show of their original songs.
Wow.
Hardly
It's
ever
hard for
happens.
you to play in Hong Kong.
Sorry?
So it's hard for the band to play original in Hong Kong.
Very difficult, because everyone wants to hear stuff they know, you know? So so that makes it a bit difficult, but then it does also make you unique if you play your own stuff. So it's got both sides. So that's so interesting to hear that no one plays covers. Wow.
DJ Sakura.
One of my most favourite ways to spend a Wednesday night is to be in the beer garden looking for fashionistas. So here is a look back at an episode of Happy Wednesday Fashionistas at one of our very popular Japan nights.
Fashion, turn to left, fashion, turn to left. Fashion. We are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town. Beep, beep.
Good evening and welcome back to the beer garden, everyone. It's the last night of Japan night and I'm joined in the beer garden by Claudia. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you from, Claudia?
I'm from New York City.
I could tell by the accent. And what are you doing here in Hong Kong?
So I'm just here on vacation with a few friends.
How do you like Hong Kong so far?
It's great so far. Like the energy is so amazing here. It's pretty close to New York City, so it's been a great trip so far.
It's not like many other places in the world. You stood out to me tonight in the beer garden with this cool outfit. Some colour in the beer garden is like what I like to see, even though I'm in all black. Your boots are incredible, and the skirt. Can you tell me about where everything's from?
So if I remember everything correctly, the top is from Aritzia. It's one of my favorite places to shop in the city. Skirt, I believe, is from J. Crew, and the boots are Steve Madden. Yeah.
So is this your sort of normal style, your go-to look?
Yeah, so usually when I'm going out anywhere, I try to keep it kind of casual, but usually I try to be a little bit girly. Yeah.
It's nice. And where are your what are your favorite American brands to shop at? Any that we might not have heard of here in Hong Kong?
Recently, Aritzia has actually been my favorite. It's one of the stores that I actually found in New York City. I like to shop at J. Crew too, you know, Banana Republic, wherever I can find like cute things that aren't too business, but cute.
So what do you do for work?
So I'm actually a resident physician. Yeah. So usually I'm not wearing this. I'm usually wearing scrubs at work.
I was going to say, does your job affect your outfit choices? But I guess you don't have much of a say.
Yeah. So most days I do wear scrubs to work, but on an off day when I have office, then I can like dress up a little bit. Yeah.
And do you have are there any celebrities out there whose style that you admire, or any sort of social media influencers who you follow to get style tips from?
So I like Blake Lively's style a lot. I think also Jessica Alba too, and Olivia Munn. I think those are my top.
Good choices. Well, thank you for joining us tonight at Fashionistas in the Beer Garden. I hope you have a happy Wednesday.
Thank you.
Fashion, turn to the right. Fashion. We are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town. Beep, beep.
The creative music executive and producer Terry Leung had so many stories to share with us. Having been all over the world and met so many interesting people, he truly is a global citizen. One of those people he met was the artist Pharrell. Kat had to find out what that was like.
Hans told me another story though, and I don't mean to embarrass you, or maybe not, I don't know. He told
all
me...
kinds of stories about me are embarrassing. But anyway.
He told me that you were meant to interview Pharrell one night at a club or something, and that when it came to the interview, you completely froze and he had to take over.
Well, yeah and no. I mean,
I wouldn't blame you. I'd freeze if I met Pharrell.
Yeah, I mean, like, first of all, Hats took me to Japan with it because we were in Japan, right? So it was a very interesting trip because aside from, so we had just done an NERD remix at that time, right, for a song called Maybe. And then, you know, he was like, oh, we need to shoot this interview anyway, so someone's got to, like, interview him. So I was just like, all right, we'll go to Japan, right? so, like, I wasn't thinking much about it. I remember the first night we get there, we were just, like, we're hanging out till, like, 3 in the morning. At that time, I don't drink, but at that time, I would drink. And I think we drank an insane amount of red wine, and I went to bed. And then so like I was pretty hungover the next day, and then when we arrived there, yeah, I was pretty nervous. It was just more of like, he's a very intelligent and, you know, I hate to use the word eccentric, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And you know, like the moment we started the interview, he started talking about lime green Versace curtain. Lime green Versace curtain. The lime green Versace curtain.
Okay.
Like he was on his phone and he was like I'm getting lime green Versace curtains from Milan, and so that kind of threw me off because I had all these questions in my mind, and so I kind of froze, and then Hans is in the corner going, oh my God, Terry. You had to kind of break the ice, but in my defense, that conversation, that interview ended up being a 90-minute interview.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I delayed because it was backstage at Zap in Tokyo, and that interview ended up delaying the whole concert by 15 minutes. So
wow.
That was, I did come back though.
My favorite food is probably Indian. I really love spicy food, anything with chili. My favorite type of music is hip hop. I like a bit of rap too. I love Eminem and Kanye West. My favorite celebrities are Will Smith as an actor, along with Mark Wahlberg. And sportsmen, I love Conor McGregor and Virgil van Dijk. My favourite fashion brand is probably Ted Baker. It's really hard to pick one. I just like anything fashionable.
Going back to those open spaces. Going back to find me everything that's new. Open spaces with no closed down thinking. We are all global citizens. Doesn't matter who we are.
Hello, my name is Chris Polanco. I'm here to invite you to be part of this important and interesting platform created in Hong Kong by our very good friend called Fownes. This platform is actually a very positive side of what's happening in the world right now, because this is a place where we can share arts, we can share music, we can share good vibes. It's a good movement to be bringing positive energy, positive vibes to what's going on in the world right now. And I invite you to be part of it. I'm so glad and proud to be part of Global Citizens. Be part of it. See you around. Life is awesome.
We are all global citizens. Doesn't matter who we are.
Don't forget to send in your name for the Hong Kong racehorse trainer Casper Fownes Victory Dance, and you could be in with a chance of winning a 2,000 Hong Kong dollars Lane Crawford voucher. The most creative answer will win. Now, if you follow Hong Kong races, then I'm sure you've seen paddock parade expert Jenny Chapman commentating on the horses as they go round. Well, Kat caught up with her son Max, who has pursued a life of creating online comedy content in Australia.
All right. Hey Max, how you doing?
Good, Kat. How are you doing?
Good, good. Tell us, where in the world are you?
I'm in Melbourne, Australia.
Okay. And what's happening in Melbourne with this whole virus situation? Are you on lockdown or what's happening there?
As of yesterday, we are able to go back to pubs and sit in cafes limited to 20 people or something. But yeah, we're on the out of the lockdown situation, which, God, I'm so happy about. I was just sitting in the house, and I have a 1.5-year-old, so Peppa Pig and the Wiggles, and I was going insane. So
Oh, the Wiggles, I remember them.
yeah, Wiggles, Peppa Pig. Yeah, it's white noise now. We can
Yep.
put her on the background all day. But yeah, so yeah, no, it's all starting to, the light at the end of the tunnel kind of stuff now.
That's good. Were you actually on a hard lockdown before?
Yeah, we were actually. We were only able to go out for like essential stuff, which was like the grocery store, like medicine, and if you had to go to work or something, and then that's it. Otherwise, it was like, don't be outside. We could get in Australian dollars, $1,600 fine if you were out for not a good enough reason.
Wow. Same here. We also weren't allowed out. We're still not allowed out, but we're
Really?
allowed to drink now. We weren't allowed to drink before. So yes, you're on Open Space now. Max, before we talk about what you do and everything you're up to, I wanted to talk about the fact that your family is also involved in racing. Do you want to explain what your parents do?
Yes, yeah. So when I was like 3 years old, and I think my sister was 1, in 1992, I think my mum and dad moved to Hong Kong because they knew the horse racing over there was of a better quality. They raced less than they do in Australia. In Australia, it's like every single day. So my dad was a professional tipster, professional punter. So he was able to go to Hong Kong and kind of track, he was able to do better form and whatnot. So my daughter's about to come in. And then my mum used to be a jockey, and she kind of went up there and continued to stay in the field, and now she's in the mounting yard doing the commentary. Yeah. So my old man runs a Price Bloodstock, which is, he'll buy horses from here in New Zealand, and God, I hope I'm saying this right. But they're buying from Australia, New Zealand, and then sells any good ones to owners in Hong Kong. And Mum is still walking around the mounting yard. I know now that there's no crowd there. It's literally just her with a mask on in the middle of the mounting yard with no one around. So it's pretty crazy to see.
Very bizarre.
But yeah, they've been there like, oh God, it'd be like 27, 28 years now, and I don't think it doesn't look like they'll come back. They just love it there. But I get it.
Did you say your mom was a jockey?
She was a jockey. She was one of like the leading female jockeys back in the day, and they used to have like women only races and then men races, and then she was one of the first jockeys to start racing against the boys in mixed gender races, and would beat them. So yeah, she's a bit of a like girl power, go mum. I kind of I love that side of it. So yeah, she's a boss.
Wow, that's really cool.
Tonight I'm at Happy Valley Racecourse, where I'll gamble unsuccessfully, interview one of the best jockeys around, eat fancy food in a fancy venue, then head down to the public beer garden where I'll smash some troughs during Oktoberfest. Located in the heart of the city, Happy Valley is one of 2 racecourses in Hong Kong. The other is Sha Tin, it's ages away and it's not as loose. Before I embark on missions scare, I chat with Aussie expat and complete legend Zach Purton about what it's like being a gun jockey in Hong Kong. As the viewers have seen throughout the episode so far, the beer garden is filled with live music, drinking games and non-racing competitions. Do the horses and you even need to be here?
Without us, there's no game. So yes, we do need to be here, but it would be nice to participate in some of the drinking contests from time to time.
Zach, thank you very much, mate.
We are all global citizens. Doesn't matter who we are. We're here for.
Hi, I'm Lal Hewitson, and I am a global citizen. A global citizen is somebody who's knowledgeable or aware and understanding of their surroundings and the world around them. But at the same time, it's a person who believes in the fact that all people are equal and doesn't just think about themselves or put others first at the same time. In my opinion, short and sweet, it's a person of integrity and someone that does not do things to benefit themselves, but to benefit the industry or the world around them.
We are all global citizens. Doesn't matter who we are.
Hello, my name is Michel. I'm a French jockey. I'm 24 and I hope to become soon a Japanese jockey. In Japan, I can ride up to 8 races per day. In France, 3 or 4 races. The rhythm is very different. It is much more intense in Japan, but I love it. My opinion, a citizen of the world must adapt worldwide and have respect for traditions wherever he goes. Being a global citizen for me is also about feeling good and being able to exercise my passion around the world. This is exactly what I have lived everywhere I have been, and I still have a lot of countries to do. Hong Kong, the United States, Canada, for example. And of course, what I live in Japan is just extraordinary. I want to live there and become a GRA jockey. That's my main goal. What I like in my life is to go racing and win all over the world. I'm lucky to be able to travel a lot, to meet many people, to exchange our cultures, our knowledge. That's which makes me a citizen of the world.
We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are.
So you just heard from young star jockeys Lyle Hewitson and Michaela Michelle in Japan about what being a global citizen means to them. But we want to know what being a global citizen means to you, so let us know. Now for another global citizen. He's the cutting-edge choreographer Lemon Ting.
Hey, my name is Lemon, and I'm a dancer and choreographer that's based in Hong Kong. I was always have passion, and I like to dance. I love to dance when I was a kid, but I didn't really get an opportunity to learn a lot when I was young. And then I think when I was 17 years old, and then I got into Hong Kong Academy Performing Arts School and majoring musical theatre dance, and that's where my career kind of began from there.
跟住就合咗，跟住呢個就係縮縮，即係 left right，跟住先中間。Yes.
And then I got a chance to actually go all the way to Australia to do more further study and dancing. What really made me want to create is actually I think I always liked to create, because I think when I was a kid I didn't really enjoy studying too much. I doesn't like to stick with what the books say. I like to go opposite because it's the way I am, maybe my personality. I really like that. I think it's always not just black or white. It's, you know, like you can go either side and you see the inside as well. So
This is going to look up, you're going to look up on that one, and then when you go, come back to it, and then you look forward.
to be a dancer in Hong Kong is, I would say, because there's so many different kind of dancers, I put it that way. And that's actually what makes the whole scene so beautiful, because we got all different kind of types. Like imagine if we only have one type, that would be quite boring, I think, for me. You know, I would say it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to be a dancer. Like the energy that you send it to a piece of dance or a piece of artwork, that energy will shift it to the audience, and the audience will feel it. The audience will know how much that your heart giving out. A lot of people will kind of, you know, judging maybe the way that you create, because creativity is very unique and it's very personal thinking, and that's just really depend you like it or not, right? You really have to stand what you believe in and what you really think is great, and you give out your good shot and you think that is cool, you know, I like this. And that really important as well, because if you just move or if you just shift your weight and you feel like, oh, maybe my idea wasn't so good, you know, then the whole thing just collapses. So you have to really believe yourself and be super confident of what your idea and concept, and just execute them. Like some people will love it.
Straight. Yeah.
As a dancer or choreographer, you have to stay in shape, you have to be fit. We still go to the gym and work out, and then we do a lot of rehearsal. You just have to be good at managing your time. There are many things I want to achieve. I love movie. I just like to watch movie in general. I would like to be doing some dancing work or project that part of the movie. I think that would be a super great experience, since we don't have a lot of like a dance, I guess, like a movie stuff in Asia, I'll put it that way. Yeah, more than just Hong Kong, like probably a lot more, you know, on the other side of the world. Rather than that, I would say something that maybe I really want to achieve is I would like to do more choreography work internationally or globally, so it's more, so I can meet more artists, meet more performers, meet more dancers, because I think that's how you keep your creativity concept and idea, because every day if you're seeing a new artist and new dancers and new performer, they always inspire you in a different way.
We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are.
That is it from me this week, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Open Space. Don't forget to send in your name for the Casper Fownes Victory Dance Competition to win some amazing prizes. If you have anything creative to share with us, to be part of the Open Space community of global citizens, please inbox us at the Open Space Facebook page. You can find the link in the video description below. Remember, Open Space is for you, and whatever you want it to be.
How do we get from there to here? Did Susie Wong shift another gear? From barren rocks and stalks and bones, junkyard kings and Lane Fall. Everything that can do was done, and in the crossfire some came undone. Colonial chiefs ran the whole show, running dogs were told where to go. We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are. We're here for every type of music, we come from near or far. It's not about the fame game, it's not about what's trending. It's about the magic and communities, love, caring and giving. Upbeat cha-chas and neon lights, and what went wrong could turn out right. Ravens salvoed over every street corner, peddling their ways like little Jack Horner. Typhoon sampans in Temple Street, Montauk night at Hollywood East. Thrown in the deep end, it was sink or swim, nothing was what it seemed. We are all global citizens, we're traveling down that road. We're letting all the music guide us to lighten the mother load. It's all about us coming together, it's about care and community. It's about raising voices in our songs, singing about love and harmony. Along the way, many lessons learned, especially how jealousy must be earned. You play your cards close to your chest, you've seen the worst, you've had the best. The rest is just one long goodbye, like Icarus, careful how high you fly. The egrets return home to nest, the signs are good to see what's ahead. We are all global citizens, doesn't matter who we are. We're here for every type of music, we come from near or far. It's not about the fame game, it's not about what's trending. It's about the magic and communities, love, care and giving. Global citizens, we're traveling down that road. We're letting all the music guide us to lighten the mother load. It's all about us coming together, it's about care and community. It's about raising voices in our songs, singing about